They say if you want a new perspective on life, you got to get to higher ground.
From sidelines to shorelines, we're trading in the cleats for cool waves, blue days, and open water seats. From whistles to wait lines, come ride this next big play. From sidelines to shorelines, we're making memories a new way.
They say if you want a new perspective on life, you got to get to higher ground.
And it doesn't get much higher than this. We're coming to the very top, deck 15, all the way out with the beautiful celebrity heat clubs.
I mean, holy cow, look at that, right? We're soaking up the last of the ocean air before we head back to Delaware and get started on this incredible adventure we've been working on all winter long. So welcome to the official YouTube launch of Sidelines to Shorelines, right?
If you're joining us from our Facebook page, you know what a whirlwind 10 weeks it's been. We're still pinching ourselves. Nearly 250,000 views and almost 500 followers already.
And listen, honestly, we're so incredibly grateful. We just started this page as a way to talk to a few friends. And lo and behold, it turns out there's a whole community out there that love Chesapeake Bay as much as we do. For those of you just joining us, just a little history on the name, Sidelines to Shorelines. It's essentially our life story for the last 25 years. We've been married nearly a quarter century, and for the majority of that, our natural habitats have been the soccer sidelines of Middletown, Delaware.
We were that family. Folding chairs, travel tournaments, and orange slices. Our kids, Mel and Colin, grew up on those fields. But now that they've headed off to college, things have definitely changed.
So as a bit of background, I'm technically in a house divided here because I hail from the University of Pittsburgh, hail to Pitt, and my daughter Mal made me proud, headed off there as well. And Tricia here went to the University of Delaware, so she's
Go Blue Hens.
a loyal blue hen, right?
We don't really have much of a sports rivalry because the schools are in different divisions. We're a pretty peaceful household. We definitely have a lot of school pride.
So when our son Colin headed off to George Washington University, one of the last things he did, he looked at me and said, "You need a new hobby, Dad." And I gave Tricia two options, either a backyard pool or a boat on the Chesapeake Bay.
I thought the pool was a pretty safe bet. Rick had that look in his eye. We ended up trading the cleats for boat shoes and decided to dive into a world where we were both total newbies. So even though we live in Middletown, our hearts are just a short drive from the state line and our home port in Georgetown, Maryland.
And we keep our boat on the historic Sassafras River in Kent County in Maryland. If you've never been, the Sassafras is this beautiful place with high banks, flying bald eagles, lots of osprey, and a deep sense of history.
Since starting the Facebook page, we've become obsessed with the culture there. We've been talking to local watermen and historians, and the knowledge they've shared is what we want to share on this channel.
And speaking of locals, we definitely have to mention the guy who runs our dock.
Henry's a great blue Heron who lives right on our slip. He's a bit of an honorary fellow. He definitely thinks he owns the place.
And he's got a couple titles. He's the official mascot of Sidelines and Shorelines, as well as the mascot of our boat. And he's usually there to judge my docking skills or just to stare us down as we prep the boat to go out for the day. You'll be seeing plenty of him. So now we got to talk about the boat. It's the bright idea. Getting her home was the ultimate test too. After a rough start with our first boat, where a sandbar claimed the engine, I knew I had to learn to better respect the water.
We found the bright idea in Occoquan, Virginia, and Rick made the right call to hire a professional captain to go out and row to help with the delivery.
So it was a 10-hour journey, and we split it into 2 days to keep it all daylight. Our halfway house was Point Lookout in Maryland.
That's a legendary spot. It's where the mouth of the Potomac River meets the bay, and it's 11 miles wide right there.
The river's an incredible 11 miles. It's quite a river. Standing there at Point Lookout, seeing the massive expanse of water, which where the river and the bay collide. It was humbling. We spent 2 days learning. I spent 2 days learning from a real pro, pulling into the Sassafras, and it felt like the bay was finally saying, "Okay, now you're ready for this.
We want you to follow us, our journey on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Okay, so Facebook. Facebook's the day-to-day, the interesting history, the detailed pieces, and the Henry updates. But YouTube is for extended storytelling, kind of the docu-series of us, right? On learning how to be better boat owners.
The bright idea is still in the shop for a few final repairs, but we're going to launch her in the next week or two.
All right, so here's our ask. Please hit the follow button here on Facebook and subscribe right here on YouTube, right? So thanks for the first 250,000 views, and let's see where the next million take us.
We'll see you back on the water.
Cheers.
Green grass faded, sun-kissed skin. Cleats got traded, where do we begin? Whistles gone silent, oceans call out. No more violet, just a salty cloud. Yeah, a new game starts now. A different kind of wild. From sidelines to shorelines, we're trading it all. Cool waves, blue days, hear that ocean call. Open water seats, next big play. No more soccer cleats, just drift away. Corner kicks forgotten,